Today we're in Copper Canyon in Murrieta, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of Murrieta. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the area, and stick around to the end and I'll show you a point of interest that a lot of people don't know about. All right, so Murrieta is located in southwest Riverside County, just north of Temecula. It's about an hour to an hour and a half north of San Diego, and about an hour to Orange County. Downtown LA could take you anywhere between an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, all the way up to 4 hours depending on traffic. So, you know, it is centrally located. If you do work in downtown Los Angeles, it might be a bit of a hike for you to get back and forth to work. But for the most part, it's, you know, I do have clients that work in Los Angeles and live in Murrieta, but it's really closer to San Diego County, and like Camp Pendleton. If you're in the Marines, this is a good place to live because the housing is really still affordable up here. As far as housing goes, you can get a place in Murrieta right now for starting at right around $500,000 on up. Now the prices have been going up over the past few years, and they continue to go up out in this area. When I first moved to Murrieta, I think I paid $200,000, and that same house is probably worth about $700,000 right now. So the prices have gone up. I first moved to Murrieta in about 1999. We actually lived in Copper Canyon. The reason a lot of people like this particular neighborhood in Murrieta is because of the schools. Coal Canyon Elementary School is here, which used to be ranked the #1 school in all of Riverside County. You also have Thompson Middle School and Murrieta Valley High School, which are right down the road. So it's very convenient if you have kids that walk to school. They can pretty much walk to any of those 3 schools from anywhere in Copper Canyon. So it's actually very convenient if you work and you have to go leave, and you're not like driving and picking up the kids and waiting. You know, obviously if they're too young, you don't want them walking to school, but the middle school and the high school kids, it's really close for them to walk. And talking about the schools, all 3 of the schools in this area are very, very good high schools. There are some charter schools out here too that, you know, if you want to put your kid in a charter school, of course you have to apply for it, but there's really no cost to go to some of these charter schools. So it's, you know, really good school system, and that's why a lot of people like Murrieta.
Real quick, if this is your first time to the channel, subscribe and tap the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know about the real estate market in Southern California. My name is Steve Batiste, and I'm the broker owner of Next Home West Realty, and we get calls, emails, and texts every single day from people just like you looking to make their move into Southern California. So if that's you, don't be shy. Give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. I'd love to help you make a smooth transition into the area.
Let's get into the housing market a little bit. The housing market in Murrieta, like I said before, you can find a house for, you know, $500,000. I would say you could actually find them less than that in central Murrieta. But once you come over to West Murrieta, it's going to be a little bit higher cost for housing. Copper Canyon in particular, you're probably looking at an average of about $700,000 for a home. But, you know, compare that home to the same home down in San Diego County or LA County or even Orange County, you're going to get a hell of a lot more home living in this area than you would out there for that price. Another attraction to this area is also that the crime rate is really low. You really feel safe walking around at any time of day, at night, whenever. You never really feel threatened. It's a very, very safe community, very clean. You don't see a lot of trash, and, you know, people generally take care. You can see, like, behind me, I'm walking down one of the streets here. You can see behind me that people keep their yards up, and, you know, their houses are in pretty good shape. In Copper Canyon, there I can't think of any HOAs that are here. So it's, if you don't want to be around any HOAs, it's probably a good place to move. The tax rate out here in Copper Canyon is going to be, the special assessment taxes, I should say, are going to be a lot lower because the age of the actual community. If you're buying a newer home in like East Murrieta, for instance, your special assessment tax is going to be like another % onto your tax bill. So kind of makes it unattractive to move over there. There are some newer homes over there. These homes over in Copper Canyon are 30 years plus old, 20, 30 years old. I shouldn't say 30 years plus because some of these are newer, but for the most part, it's an older part of Murrieta. But a lot of people love it over here. Here's the part that I was going to tell you about that a lot of people don't really know about. If you're coming up Calle de Oso Oro, going north, if you look off to the left side, there's a huge open field. That was actually called Bear Creek Airport at one time. There was an airport here. So at night, and I used to live, my house used to back up to the airport. At night, you could hear the coyotes out there, and it's kind of cool. If you have little small dogs, be warned, bring them in the house at night for sure. But if you go look back at some of the old maps of Murrieta, you'll actually be able to see where the actual airport used to be. So it's kind of cool. It's like right just a little, I'm gonna say, is that east? Yeah, a little west of Murrieta Valley High School and Thompson Middle School. There's a huge field. If you're driving through here, you'll see it without a doubt. But a lot of people don't know what that was. So kind of cool. Also, another thing that's really cool about Murrieta is during the Christmas season, police department and the fire department, they'll pull around Santa on his sleigh, and they'll park in different spots in Murrieta, and you'll know where they're going to park because if you're driving down the road and you see a star painted on the street, that's where Santa's going to show up. So around Christmas, on the first time it happened, I was like, whoa, what's going on? There's a lot of police activity out here, and I didn't realize what was going on, but that's what they were doing. Santa comes around, parks at the star. All the kids come out and they line up and they get up there and tell them what they want for Christmas. It's actually really cool. That actually speaks to the community spirit of Murrieta. A few times a month on Thursdays, what they'll do is they'll shut down Old Town Murrieta, and they'll have an open market down in Old Town Murrieta, and a lot of people come out to that. So you got to come check it out. I mean, it's a really, really awesome place to live. Very safe, affordable. I mean, I know people are going to say, well, in California, nothing in California is affordable. Well, Murrieta is actually pretty affordable for California, and it's very safe, and it has great schools, and there's not a bad neighborhood in all of Murrieta or Temecula for that matter. And I challenge you to tell me where that bad neighborhood is. If you know of one, put it in the comments below. I'll go check it out, because I've been here for over 20 years and I haven't found it yet. So maybe I'm missing something, but it's a really great place to live. Do yourself a favor. If you're moving to Southern California, do your homework on this area. If you're going to be working in San Diego or Camp Pendleton or any of those other close around, Riverside's about 45 minutes up the road. This is the spot. This is the place you're going to want to look at. Also in Copper Canyon, there's a Ralph's grocery store. There's a Stater Brothers, which is right down the road in Wildemar. But as far as grocery stores or shopping, you got to kind of go a little bit to get to them. The Ralph's is right here, though. It's like right down the street. So it's actually really close. But if you want to go to the mall, the mall is probably about 15 minutes away. If you actually want to get to the freeway from the Copper Canyon area, you're probably looking at about 5 minutes. Usually you don't run into a lot of traffic, but you can hit the freeway in probably around 5 minutes from anywhere in Copper Canyon too. One of the other cool things about this area too is you're actually really close to the Santa Rosa Plateau, which is right up the hill. So if you're into hiking or nature, you just want to go walk around, there's a huge plateau. It's like a nature preserve right up the road. It's managed by the U.S. Forest Service, So, it's kind of a cool place to go visit. Matter of fact, during the summer in Murrieta, it gets extremely hot. Sometimes it can reach up to 115 degrees. But for the most part, during the year, right now, we're in March, and it feels like it's about 70 degrees outside, so it's actually kind of warm. It's actually a really nice day, and this is how it usually is. There are some times when it gets extremely hot, and I've actually been here a few times when it has snowed, but we don't get a lot of snow here. It's very moderate climate. It's usually warm. You can usually get away with wearing short sleeves or shorts pretty much all year round. At night it can get down into the 30s, but you don't have it's really not that bad, because as soon as the sun comes up, boom, we're back up again. So there you go, Copper Canyon, one of my favorite neighborhoods. If you have any questions, you need anything, just reach out to me. My phone number should be in the description below. Send me an email, shoot me a text, however you want to communicate. Oh, there's a Zoom link there too, so if you want to do a Zoom call, we can do that as well. But if you need anything, just reach out to me and let me know.